And Eber's Craig Boswell begins our live team coverage in the nation's capital with word that this storm has taken a deadly twist. Good evening, Craig.
Logan, good evening to you. A Virginia Department of Transportation worker was killed this morning when he pulled his truck over to the side of the road, and when getting out was hit by another VDOT truck that was coming along. There have been literally hundreds of accidents reported today, and tonight, of course, the delays in transportation just keep piling up from leaving here from Union Station. And of course, when you look at the three major airports, when you go to Ronald Reagan National, about an hour ago, the very first flight actually was able to leave on the main runway, and just a lot of families there right now are just stuck. Planes at Reagan National have been sitting at gates since last night while dump trucks haul away tons of snow. It's not so much the runways, but the taxiways that are still dangerous. Either way, families here are stuck.
I could spend 5 hours in the peace and calm of an airport, no problem. For a 9- and 7-year-old, a little trickier.
Some areas of Virginia got about 1.5 feet of heavy wet snow.
My 87-year-old father's up in the farmhouse, and I got to make sure I got the road open so he can get out if we need to in emergency.
In northwest Washington, D.C., about 1 foot of snow covers the ground at American University.
There's quite a bit of snow. I'm from the west, so I'm used to this much snow, but it's definitely a shocker seeing this much snow here in D.C.
Schools, businesses, and the federal government are all closed. While crews work to clear the white stuff from the Capitol, folks in DuPont Circle are using it to construct their own D.C. landmarks.
I don't really have a name for it. I don't know. I think it's very American.
It doesn't get much more American than this. They call it Snowbama.
He is, in fact, the president of the snow world.
And for those hoping to melt the hearts of their loved ones on this day before Valentine's Day, keep your fingers crossed.
Van's got no weight, so got stuck. So I'm going in and get the store ready, and we're going to get in a four-wheel drive vehicle, and we will be out there delivering people's flowers today.
And as the temperature drops and the snow continues to fall here this evening, the problem, of course, is going to be the freezing again of the roadways, making things very treacherous in the morning for those people delivering those flowers or for anyone trying to get out tomorrow morning or even tomorrow afternoon. Logan, keep this in mind. In Virginia, Maryland, and D.C., the governments have basically busted their snow removal budgets. Maryland had about a $42 million budget. They've already spent so far this winter about $80 million. Virginia had well over $100 million set aside. They've already busted that budget as well. Logan, back to you.
Craig, these are the snowstorms that nobody expected. I know D.C. is generally a walkable city. What is walking like right now around the Capitol? Quite slippery, a lot of mounds of snow to traverse, I gather.
As it began to rain this afternoon, it started clearing some of those sidewalks off. That snow became a little more slushy. You could move it out of the way. So this evening, it started to get a little better. Most people actually were walking in the roads where the snow plows had been. But as it snows now overnight, it's going to be certainly much worse walking around in the morning.
All right, Craig Boswell reporting live tonight from the nation's capital. Thank you so much for that report.